There were days when the Russians, the Soviets, USSR were the superpowers. There were days of Cold War, and there were days after 1945, World War II. There emerged the two superpowers in the world, USSR in East and USA in West. They had conflicts in Europe where they concluded it with the Berlin Wall in Germany, and should I say the Berlin Wall in the city of Berlin. Stalin had a policy of expansion, and it was blocked by Berlin Wall in the city of Berlin, Germany. Yes, they had conflicts in Asia, and uh, Kim Il Sung, the leader of DPRK, North Korea, wanted to expand in People's Republic of Korea, South Korea, and there was war in 1950s, early 1950s. So there was a conflict between the two blocs, USSR and USA. And well, South Korea survived, and the communist expansion could not take over South Korea. There were conflicts, and both of the blocs were trying to win the support of the nations around the world. Well, when we talk about Pakistan, Pakistan emerged in 1947. It was a very interesting story with Pakistan's premier then, Nawabzada Liaquat Ali Khan, who joined American bloc and was proposed a meeting, invited to a meeting in Moscow, USSR. We're not going into the details. Why did Liaquat Ali Khan, the first ever Prime Minister of Pakistan, joined capitalist bloc? I can give you just an overview. The Pakistanis then thought that communists are atheist and less likely to be preferred, whereas the Americans are Christians. They have a religion, although not the religion of Islam, but anyhow, they have a religion. So that was probably one of the preference that the Pakistanis had at that time. Well, I'm not going to discuss a lot about Liaquat Ali Khan and the other premiers who went into an alliance with the Americans. But anyhow, Pakistan uh, denied an invitation by USSR and joined the American bloc. The American bloc came along with different defense treaties. NATO was a defense treaty in Europe, and the treaty which were offered to uh, Pakistan, it was Southeast Asian Treaty Organization, SEATO. North Atlantic Treaty Organization was for Europe. So on the same pattern, a treaty was offered to the Southeast Asian nations, Southeast Asian Treaty Organization, SEATO. So Pakistan became a part of SEATO because in those days, Pakistan had a wing of East Pakistan, and East Pakistan, in fact, exceeded to the area of Southeast Asia. And this is where Pakistan played a very significant role in SEATO. And certainly, the Americans were very glad that they could get a spurt of such an important Muslim nation. Pakistan joined USA bloc in in its early days, and of course the story goes on. There was another treaty that was called Baghdad Pact, later rebaptized as CENTO. I'll talk more about it in the next video.